You're watching True Crime Archives, real mysteries in just minutes. Let's dive into the case.
Mountains inspire awe and beauty, but sometimes they swallow secrets, leaving behind only questions and legends. Throughout history, remote peaks have been the stage for tragedies no one can explain. From Siberia to the United States and back to Russia's Ural Mountains, we explore three of the most chilling unsolved mountain mysteries. Each one involves hikers or travelers who never returned, and cases that investigators still struggle to understand. We begin in 1993 with a little-known but horrifying event in Siberia. 7 hikers, led by experienced instructor Lyudmila Korovina, set out into the Hamar-Daban mountains. They were young, healthy, and prepared. The trip began like any other. Diaries and photos showed smiles, laughter, and excitement. Then, without warning, one hiker collapsed. Witnesses described foaming at the mouth, convulsions, and sudden bleeding. Panic spread through the group. Others began screaming, vomiting, and staggering wildly. Within hours, 6 of them were dead. Only one survivor managed to escape. Rescuers found the bodies scattered across the mountain slope, faces twisted in agony. Investigators suggested food poisoning or contaminated water, but no toxins were found. Some whispered about secret military tests, nerve agents, or even natural gas leaking from the earth. The truth has never been proven. The Hamar-Daban tragedy remains one of Russia's most frightening unsolved mountain disasters. Now we move to the United States, the mysterious Bennington Triangle in Vermont. Between 1945 and 1950, at least 5 people vanished in the Green Mountains without a trace. The most famous case was Paula Weldon, a 19-year-old college student. She went hiking on a popular trail in 1946 and never came back. A massive search followed. Hundreds scoured the woods, dogs tracked every path, and even the FBI joined. But no footprints, clothing, or body were ever found. Other disappearances followed: a hunter, a veteran, and even a guide who knew the mountains well. Locals called it the Bennington Triangle, an area where people seemed to simply vanish. Some suspected a serial killer. Others whispered about alien abductions or portals to another dimension. The reality is simpler, but just as chilling. These people vanished, and no explanation has ever been confirmed. Even today, hikers in Vermont speak nervously of the Bennington Triangle. The mystery lingers in the forest air. And now, our number 1 case, the Dyatlov Pass Incident in Russia. In 1959, 9 young hikers died under bizarre and terrifying circumstances in the Ural Mountains. Their tent was found cut open from the inside. Footprints showed they had fled into the snow with little clothing. 2 bodies lay by a fire. Others were scattered across the slope. Some had horrific injuries: crushed ribs, fractured skulls, and even missing eyes and a tongue. Investigators concluded only that a compelling natural force caused their deaths, but they never explained what that force was. We covered the full Dyatlov story in Episode 1 and explored the theories in Episode 2. If you want every haunting detail, watch those videos after this one. For now, Dyatlov Pass remains the most infamous mountain mystery in the world. Some believe an avalanche or brutal winds were to blame. Others point to secret weapons, radiation, or even UFOs. But none of these theories explain everything that happened. More than 60 years later, Dyatlov Pass is still officially unsolved. So, let's reflect. 3 different mountains, 3 tragedies, all unsolved. In Siberia, hikers died violently, their bodies showing signs of terror and pain. In Vermont, people walked into the forest and vanished forever. And in Russia, 9 young hikers fled into the night and never returned. Each case leaves behind grieving families and endless questions. Theories can explain parts of the puzzle, but never the whole story. Perhaps that is why these mountain mysteries still capture our imagination. They refuse to be solved. Mountains are beautiful, but they are also merciless. They can take lives and keep their secrets buried forever. We may never know the full truth, and maybe that is what makes these mysteries so haunting. What do you think happened in these cases? Could they all share something in common, or are they chilling coincidences? If you want to hear the complete Dyatlov story, don't miss episode 1 and 2 of this series. And if you enjoyed this countdown, subscribe for more chilling unsolved mysteries. This was Top 3 Unsolved Mountain Mysteries, and they may remain unanswered forever.